the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Stafford. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown! Cam Akers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 2. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard. Couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Touchdown, Browns!
Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A final shot before the break. Stafford forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive. And we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Harris running straight ahead. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. On the give, this is Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run on first down. It's Warren, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now here's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay, ready? Hey, let's get that roll. Check three. Slant.
This is Harris. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Harris. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Watch out.
A give to Harris. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Harris. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Good shot.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this time he is in. Yes.
Jalen Warren with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run. Here's Harris. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They run for it with Harris, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.